Yo, Andrew here. Let's go. First things first. This movie is silly. It's a silly movie.
Follow me to the orifice.
The orifice?
I'll go last.
Yes, you can watch it with the kids.
Are you sure it's not too silly?
It's silly, but it's not as silly as Shazam. If a movie is not as silly as Shazam 2, that movie is good in my book. Shazam 2 is far too silly. This film is silly, but not as silly as Shazam 2, and that's fantastic in my book. This review is for those who have short attention span, and also the fact that this movie is, well, it's Dungeons and Dragons. There are only 2 jump scares in this movie, if that means anything to you. To me, it's a welcome surprise. I like when things are not too jumpy. Chris Pine was actually the comic relief in this film. I feel like he spoke to his agent and said, I want to do something fun and get paid a lot for it. And they said, say no more, Piney boy, say no more. And then they got him this movie. And also, I think he's been a little bit too serious lately in the Cannes Movie Festival, where he had that whole thing with, what's his name? Fancy Boy. I forgot his name. One Direction kid. God damn it. What is his damn name? Harry Styles. Yes, Harry Styles. With that debacle he had with Harry Styles. So he's thinking, people probably thinking I'm too serious. So I'm just gonna do something a little bit fun. And in this film, Michelle Rodriguez is able to take on all the men. All the men in this film are incompetent. And they're in the army as well. And she's able to conquer every single one of them. Sure, they come at her one by one. I'm not saying she cannot conquer men, because I think her character is supposed to be some kind of barbarian that can. But I'm just saying, not all of them all the time, because it just takes the sting out of it. There is just no way anyone can fight everyone in the whole movie and conquer them all. Also, there's a redhead. She's kind of like a shapeshifter. She's actually pretty damn good. I actually quite enjoyed her character. Now, she has a little surprisingly good Netflix show. It's a limited series that is called I Don't Like It Here. Go see it. You're gonna have a lot of fun watching that. It's a lot of fun. It's on Netflix, and I think it's a Netflix original, and I myself quite enjoyed it, if my 2 cents means anything to you. Now, her shape-shifting self can turn into anything except for conveniently animals that would actually make sense to shape-shift to. Like, the issue we're facing here is they faced a dragon, and it'll be great if she turned into a dragon or an animal that is far bigger that can, take on this dragon. But instead, she does none of that and uses a human form. So, that's the kind of silliness I'm talking about here. But whatever, I still enjoyed it. I think this film is a forgettable film, but I will say it is a lot of fun, and I think I'm saying that way too many times, but it is fun, it's entertaining, you can take the kids to it, and that's pretty good. I think it might flop, might not flop, but I don't know, was it released in school holidays? If it was, then it might not really flop. I mean, there are no sex scenes in it, so I'm sure it's welcoming for all people, conservative and all. I think one of the dislikes I have in this film is, well, it's not exactly a dislike. It's more like a, why? So you've got the witch. The witch is called a wizard when she's clearly a witch. I'm not sure if it's a woke thing or maybe it's not. I don't know, but I guess I'm probably rude right now for dead naming her a witch when she's an actual wizard. I'm not sure what the rules are here, but I just thought it was quite peculiar. Or maybe it's the game thing. I've never played the game, so maybe witches are called wizards. I don't know what, That's my only little thing. Oh, I feel like I'm getting in trouble for this one. But then again, I only have 2 people who watch this video. We are good. Should you watch this film? Well, yeah. If you have kids, you're gonna love it. If you're by yourself, you're gonna love it. If you're going on a date with someone and it's just your first time, it's pretty good too. So it's all around entertaining. It's fun. It's actually really fun. It's a very forgettable film. You can eat popcorn and drink your Coca-Cola if you want to, and it's just what it is. That's it. It's not gonna win an Oscar. I say that because it's not gonna win an Oscar. And I think Chris Pine really brought this film. I mean, he's the most valuable player in this film, but then again, he's also, the one putting asses on seats in this film. So, do with that information as you may. That's my 2 cents. Thanks for sticking around to the end. Like or dislike, either way, nerd out in the comments if you want to. Or not. I'm not your dad.